You never asked us, what had happened to Katie or how she died.
It is what it is. They're already dead. How they died means nothing to me.
I don't know anything about her murder.
You do.
I don't.
You do.
I really don't.
This is John Blauvelt, Army recruiter, 28 years old, the husband of the woman who was just found dead. But the detectives don't know that yet. Right now, all they have is a body and a phone call.
Simpsonville 911, what's the location of your emergency?
I'm in that Discover Church across from it in the woods.
You're at Discover Church across from where?
In the woods across from it.
I
was worried about my friend, Katie, and she went missing. She's been missing for a while now, and we came in this house that we used to hang out in, and we found my friend Katie Boyder dead in the house.
Okay. In other words, she's dead in the. Are you saying she's dead in the house?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What's the address of where she's at?
It's not an address. It's a little shack that's off in the woods, and it's across from Discover Church in Simpsonville. And we found her in the bottom part in the basement, covered up with pieces of wood.
Okay, so she was covered up with pieces of wood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, like was she still alive?
No, sir. No response. And she's pale.
So she was pale and unresponsive?
Yes.
On October 26, 2016, in Simpsonville, South Carolina, Wayne Roper went looking for a woman who'd been missing almost 2 days. Her name was Cati Blauvelt. She was 22. He found her body in the basement of an abandoned house in the woods, sealed inside a concrete box, covered with pieces of wood. She'd been stabbed in the neck. At first, there's nothing. No witnesses, no weapon, just a young woman, newly married, who'd recently taken a job at a PetSmart and was trying to start over. So the detectives start pulling threads. They look at who she was, who she'd left, who had a reason. And every thread points back to the same person, the husband she was in the middle of divorcing. They pull the surveillance. The day Cati vanished, her car comes back to John's house, driven by someone in a black hooded jacket. It isn't Cati. 15 minutes later, John walks up from his own backyard, drenched in sweat, in that same jacket, telling his roommates he'd been out for a run. They pull his phone records. It pings near the abandoned house. They find a restraining order, a domestic violence arrest, and a $100,000 life insurance policy on Cati, with John as the one who collects. They also learned John wasn't living alone. There was a girl staying with him, 17 years old. Her name was Hannah. So they bring him in, twice. And across both interviews, John never asks how his wife died. He calls her body nasty and disgusting. But John isn't the only one in that house who knows what happened. There's a 17-year-old girl named Hannah.
And where John stays ice cold, she doesn't. 2 interrogations. One who never breaks, and one who can't hold it together.
How do you say your last name?
It's Blauvelt.
Blauvelt. Okay. Mr. Blauvelt, like I said, my name is Gary Sessions. That's going okay. What's your wife's full name?
Catherine Ann Blauvelt.
Okay. When's the last time you spoke to Catherine?
Well, I think we spoke on Thursday or Friday.
Over the phone. And are you familiar that she's missing?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
following the story.
All right. Well, they're out off of Southeast Main Street. There was a body that was found in a house. Okay, an abandoned house. And at this point, we're able to say that it is Catherine. Okay. I'm so sorry for your loss, sir. We are obviously in the process of investigating this. At this time, we are investigating it. We would investigate every death the same way. We start with homicide and work our way from there. Okay. So we're in the process of doing that. We have transported her to our morgue. Today, a little later on the day, we'll do an autopsy on her, and then we'll have a definite cause of death, and then we can say what it is or what it's not. Okay. Mm-hmm. And you said you last spoke to her
Yeah, she called me. She called me on Friday or Saturday morning. I'm sorry.
Watch what John never does. His wife has just been found murdered, and he never asks how. He never asks who. He never asks where. No tears. Instead, listen to how he talks about the woman he's still married to and the man she left him for. The focus isn't on the loss, it's on the grudge.
I don't give a damn, man. She flipped my life upside down. So when she was like, you know, we're done, I was like, great, dude. Stop contacting me. Like, we're done. Cool. And since then, I've just moved on, and she just moved on. So I got no bad blood against Wayne. Right. I'm pretty sure they were dating, and he was in my house, like, chilling with me. So, and it didn't, and I knew. But I'm not the kind of guy that gives a crap, because live and let live, move on. Find somebody new.
So, understand that.
Your work here, do you guys clock in and out, or is it just kind of casual?
No, you just walk in.
Pop in, pop out. If you want to go run errands, you go take care of it.
Yeah. It's nothing major, because I was supposed to go to Greenville just now and get them tablets. But it's not like they're never too official with me, because I kind of just here.
Right, you're not really assigned to them.
Yeah, they trust me to just sit here and be quiet.
Just
so, yeah. Take notes sometimes for meetings.
Got you bored to death. Yeah. Only so much Facebook and news you can watch.
Sure. I got so many people on my Facebook just from sitting here. Just keep adding them. Just to watch that drama. Gotcha. Yeah, I play a lot of games on my phone, but it's not too bad.
How long you been in the Army?
Coming up on 10 years in January.
All right.
Yeah. But I'm done. I mean, I'm getting out.
You used to recruit there on Fairview Road, and then Pelham.
Never on Pelham. I was always down there. I just came up here after the civil charges.
Yeah.
Yeah, I recruited from Malden High School all the way down to Clinton High School and out to Woodmont.
Yeah, I think I'm good. We will kind of let you know where we're going as far as with her from here. We'll do an autopsy today. We will have, I'm about 99% sure we'll have a manner of death today. I can't say that about the cause. It just depends on what we see. Okay. You are her legal next of kin. You guys are still legally married. Right. Legal next of kin. Within the same token, her mom, morally, right thing to do would be to allow me to discuss anything with her.
Right. Yeah.
About this death.
Yeah.
Legally, I have to get your permission to do that.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So we'll definitely stay in contact with you. Let me get. We'll definitely stay in contact with you. I'll let you know where we're at. Okay. Funeral home and things like that. That's something that's going to come up. Obviously, the way the situation is, as far as you guys' marital status, if that's something that you wanted her family to do, we'd be more than glad to deal with them on that side of it. Also, that's no problem at all. You just let me know.
I mean, I want to do it myself. You know what I mean? But it would just be me if I was doing it. So I know I won't be involved, but they can do whatever they need to do. I'll just try to fucking show up, I guess. But legally, they can do whatever they need to do. Because I know they don't want anything to do with me.
That first conversation happened on October 26th, the day Cati's body was found. John played the grieving husband, Annoyed, inconvenienced, but grieving. Then detectives started pulling the threads. Cati's car had been driven back to John's house at 4:56 the day she vanished by someone in a black hooded jacket. It wasn't Cati. 15 minutes later, John walked up from his own backyard, drenched in sweat, in that same black jacket, and said he'd been out for a run. His phone pinged near the abandoned house. So did his friends. There was a $100,000 life insurance policy on Cati, with John as the beneficiary. And some of his friends told police he'd asked them more than once to help him get rid of her. So on November 2nd, 1 week later, they brought him back in. This time, they read him his rights. This time, they weren't asking what happened to a missing woman. This time, they already knew.
Let's see if this works this time. Seems to be working. All right, so November 2nd, 2016, 3:30 p.m. John Blauvelt.
Yes.
Investigator Manley and Investigator Moorcraft. Case number 16-214443. We hadn't really had a chance to sit down. I know I talked to you that day when we notified you about her death.
Yeah.
And things are kind of emotional and everything. So we're still working the case, obviously, and trying to figure out who killed her.
Mm-hmm.
We've talked to a bunch of people. We wanted to give you some time to grieve and, do what you need to do mentally before we brought you in here. But we would like to ask you some questions that maybe you can give us an answer, what we're looking for. So with that in mind, are you willing to talk to us today?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What I have to do is read your rights. We've been doing that with everybody we've been talking to because, anybody could potentially be a suspect.
Right.
So with that in mind, right now, are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol?
No.
Okay. All right. And you live at 10 South Kings Drive, Fountain Inn?
Yes.
Okay. Let me go ahead and use this just in case the computer backs out. All right. And your social security number? And how far did you go to school?
Finished high school.
Okay. Where was that at?
New Jersey.
Whereabouts?
Triton High School, technically.
I'm just curious.
South Jersey, Camden County area.
Okay. All right. You know where Hunterdon County is?
Mm-hmm.
It's north.
They got a lot of counties in Jersey. So.
Yeah. There's like 50 something or something.
No, I grew up in South Jersey, right across the bridge from Philly.
Okay. A lot of people down here from Jersey.
I noticed that. I met more people down here from Jersey than I have in the Army. It's kind of weird because I've been all over the country.
All right, John. What I'm going to do is give you this identical form that I'm reading. It's just your rights. It's kind of like you've seen on TV and stuff before. I know you've had some previous minor run-ins with the law. All I can tell you is keep an open mind. We're going to treat you fairly and respectfully, and just ask for your cooperation and honesty. So try not to let these past instances, jade you or anything like that. Okay. All right, starting at the top. Before we ask you any questions, you must understand your rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before we ask you any questions and have him with you during questioning. If you have no money to pay a lawyer's fee, the court will appoint one to represent you without cost if you wish. If you decide to answer questions now without a lawyer present, you will still have the right to stop answering at any time. You also have the right to stop answering at any time until you talk to a lawyer. Do you understand those rights?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The bottom part is what's called a waiver of rights. I've read the statement of my rights and understand what my rights are. I'm willing to make a statement and answer questions. I do not want a lawyer at this time. I understand and know what I'm doing. No promises or threats have been made to me, and no pressure or coercion of any kind has been used against me. Do you understand what the word coercion means?
Yeah.
Just in your words, tell me what it means.
Like outside pressure to do something you don't want to do.
Right, basically. Exactly. Okay. So sometimes people have trouble with that word, so we just want to make sure that you understand what it is. Yeah. Okay. Having those rights in mind, are you willing to talk to us today?
Yes. Okay.
What I need you to do, just from this top portion, pick any of those lines out loud and just read one out loud to me.
You have the right to remain silent.
Okay. give you this original copy. You'll get a copy of this before you go. I just need your initials on the highlighted areas.
Sign it.
Yeah, sign it and then initial next to the word coercion, just showing you understand what that means. Sorry if it gets a little hot in here. You want a glass of water or anything? Or?
I'm gonna say.
Okay.
Sure. Big thing one day.
Did you have to work today?
Yeah.
So I understand you've been deployed twice?
Yes.
Iraq or?
Yeah.
How long were the deployments? A usual year?
12 years. Or 12 months. 12 years.
When was the last time you got back?
2010.
What? So where in Iraq were you?
The first time I was down south, near Nasiriyah was the main city, and that was like 200 miles south of Baghdad. And then the second time I was up north at Kirkuk City. Well, we were in Kirkuk City, and that was like 100 miles north of Baghdad.
You were a tanker?
Mm-hmm.
So you actually drove the tank, or you?
No, we were on Humvees and dismounted. We didn't take tanks.
Okay. So you were like patrols and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty cool.
The city we were in my second deployment was too small for tanks, so we just we would rip down all power lines and houses and all kinds of stuff.
Oh, okay. Guess they wouldn't want you to be doing that.
Not any more than we were.
How's recruiting? Is that
was
obviously a lot different than being deployed?
Yeah, that was probably the worst job I've ever had.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I hated it.
Just
every moment of it.
Really?
Yeah, because I joined the army at 18 to fight in Iraq.
Shoot guns,
shoot
cool
big
shit.
guns, yeah. And then they had me sit behind a desk, and it's
You
not
couldn't
funny.
get a different assignment or anything?
No, it's one of the army's like mandatory assignments. You either take it or you get out.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. So I took it.
And Simpsonville was your first place?
Mm-hmm. It was a strange situation because we were living in California at the time, so it would have worked out where I would have had to drive here because recruiting school was here in Columbia.
Yeah.
So I would have had to drive here, drive back, and then drive potentially back here. So they just moved me here first, and then I went to school here. Normally you get a selection of duty assignments, but I didn't get one, just for ease of movement. They just moved me down here first.
So where would you go do most of your recruiting? Schools, stuff like that?
Yeah, everything from Malden down to Clinton, out to Woodmont, all the schools in between. A lot of cold calls, a lot of just calling. Mm-hmm. We get the list every year from the high schools of all the seniors, and we just gotta call them.
Wow.
Pain.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Horrible.
Not nearly as exciting as Iraq and stuff. I appreciate your service. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was alright. Had a good time.
I'm sure you got some memories, good and bad, and in between. But from what I understand, you make some really good friends through the military.
Yeah.
Like I said to you before, we just want to get some background information and kind of paint a picture of what we have going on.
Okay.
Just kind of tell me about when you guys met, and how you met.
She worked at the firehouse. Do you know where the recruiting station is? She worked at the firehouse right next door.
Okay.
So I was going through some crap with my current marriage. We were kind of on the way out of that marriage. So me and her just kind of met and started dating. I was still living with my wife at the time, and she was dating her boyfriend, and I was dating my girlfriend. So it was kind of a funny situation. I was staying at her house most days during the week at her dad's house, and then we finally got an apartment in December of 2014, I guess it was. Yeah, so that's kind of how we met. We just, we both smoked cigarettes at the time, so we just went out and smoked.
Okay. Yeah.
You just meet people through smoke breaks.
And you got married in what year?
2015.
Okay. And so I know obviously about the incident that happened between you guys allegedly in January, and then she didn't file a report till February.
Yeah.
What made her file a report a month later about something that?
That was just kind of her personality.
Just getting back at you for something she pissed, or?
That was her personality. When she got mad about something, she would act extremely childish until she got away, and if she didn't get away, she would just escalate until she got away.
And they believed her about something that happened a month before.
I got arrested for it.
That's what I'm saying. It's kind of strange.
Whether or not they believed her, I still went away in handcuffs, and I still had to get bailed out of fucking county. And
yeah.
So whether or not they believed her, there wasn't no. It was just a statement.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's just he said, she said.
Yeah, I went away for it, and then yeah, she moved out like the Monday or Tuesday. She moved out in the early week, and by the end of the week, she was back, like with her mom, like clearing out all of her shit. And then when I said, okay, like bye, because we had played that game before where she left, she would always come back.
Yeah.
Well, most of the time she would leave, I would beg her to come back, and she would come back. And then we'd make it another 2 or 3 weeks. And then she would leave, and then I'd beg her to come back. And and then I just didn't beg her to come back.
What kind of stuff were y'all arguing about?
Everything.
Just normal.
Just normal stuff.
People stuff.
And then being a recruiter, I talked to a lot of different people. So I had 2 phones, and I talked to a lot of females, and she didn't like that. But that was my job as a recruiter. I had to talk to everybody.
Yeah.
And she wouldn't like that. So then we'd argue about that. And then one time I just didn't ask her to come back. And she came back like 4 days later with her mom, and they cleared out like all of her stuff from the house.
So that was how far after your arrest for the domestic violence thing was that? Like a week or 2, or
no? That was in January. What made her go file in February? Who knows?
Okay, but so she actually moved out when, in February, or even later than that?
She didn't permanently actually move out of that house until about April.
Okay.
But what kicked off the incident in January was she moved out.
Okay.
She moved out, took all her shit, came back, moved out again. I told her that time, just stay gone this time because I don't want you ruining my shit. You're ruining everything in my life. Please stay away. Came back like a week later with the police.
Right. So you guys weren't married long at all?
2 months.
So it's kind of
2 months, and then we made it until fucking March. I called her the night. I know I wasn't supposed to. Don't care. Called her the night I got out of jail. And she sat there and cried on the phone. And she was like, I didn't know that you were going to go to jail. And I told her, it's okay. You know, I forgive you. I'm a very forgiving guy. I don't give a shit. I can get over this. You know, I know who she was. She had the shortest fuse on the phone. It wasn't even a fuse. It was one of those things you just pull it. It just fucking explodes. That was her personality. That's the personality. That's the person I knew. And I told her it's okay. That's fine. I'll take you back. I don't care. Let's just move on. And that lasted about 2 more months, probably till about the end of April into June, or I guess that would have been May. Yeah, like end of April into May, and she was like, that's when people started coming around the house. Like the Fountain Inn Police Department was like coming around the house looking for her, and I got nervous because I have a restraining order.
Notice how relaxed John is right now. His wife is dead. He's sitting with detectives, and he's casually walking them through their divorce, the restraining order, the domestic violence arrest, like he's recapping a bad roommate situation. This is the baseline. Remember how calm he is here, talking about the woman he's accused of killing. Because nothing for the rest of this interview is going to rattle that calm. And that's the point. Most people tighten up around police. John settles in.
So,
right.
And I don't got family down here. She could leave. She could go to her mom's or her dad's and have some. I don't have anywhere to go. So I was sleeping in my car. Because I got a no contact order with her at work too. So I can get in trouble 2 different ways.
No way.
The military can put me on Fort Jackson. They can put me in jail in Fort Jackson for 30 days for breaking a no contact. And then I got an actual restraining order with the state. So I told her, I was like, you got to go. Like, we can talk and we'll keep that on the low, but you got to go now because they were coming to the house. Army investigators are coming to the house looking for her. Fountain Inn Police Department. So I was like, the one time they see you, they're going to be like, hey, we got another conviction. Grab his ass. And I don't want to go through that because I've already been in that situation. And I don't feel safe in that situation. So she left in like April or May.
How was your guys' contact after that? I mean, did you?
We talked on and off. At first, it was real heavy because we were still like, we're in a relationship, we're just not with each other. It wasn't until probably about June that it went to more once a week, and then once every other week, and then we just fought like once or twice, and then just completely broke contact. The only time I would hear from her after that is when she needed something, or when I assumed that she was like drinking or something, because she would text me random "I love yous" and stuff like that.
Would she ever like drive by your house or anything?
Yeah, and
just to see what you're doing? Or?
I saw her a couple times, just her car, and that could have been for a couple reasons. I mean, she could have been seeing somebody else in the neighborhood. I don't know, but I saw her car a couple times, and then I heard stories that she was like coming up to the door for my roommate and stuff. Come to like, my roommate got a cat. She wanted to come see the cat. She wanted to come see my dog, so she tried to get my roommate to take my dog out of the house.
Who's this, Crystal?
Yeah.
Okay.
So just hearing, she never came and bothered me. She never did that. She wouldn't like come and like, you know, if I was there and like bang on the doors and shit. But she was still coming by the house. And I don't know why. But we broke contact because it just, she was dating already. Like she's already been dating dudes. So I'm like, just move on. Like leave me alone.
Right.
But I still get random texts, you know, in the morning. I look good today. I love you. Shit like that.
Was she trying to get back with you? Or
I couldn't really give you a good answer on that. My intention was to get back together with her.
Still? Really?
Yeah, at the end of this. Whenever my civil court was done, that's the last thing I told her, was that when this shit's all done and over with, I just want you to be there for me in that courtroom, and I will walk away from that courtroom with you.
When you say it's civil court, you talk about
the charge from February.
Criminal case? Okay.
Yeah.
And what was going on with the military? Were they waiting to see what happened with that?
Yeah.
So that's why they had you over on Bardry Street,
right,
kind of doing administrative stuff.
And
then once that case got cleared, if it got cleared, then you'd be reassigned, or
if it was like dismissed, cleared, yeah, they would have just sent me on the way. If something came of it, then they would have continued their investigation, see what they wanted to do about it.
Okay.
Probably just kick me out, more likely.
Is that? I mean, I've never been in the military, so I don't know how it works. But if you get charged with something serious enough, they just discharge you.
Most of the time, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, especially if it's a guilty verdict, they'll just dishonorably discharge you.
Okay.
So, and that's like the worst thing that could happen. It's like walking out the door with 2 felonies instead of 1.
And I'm sure it's a lot of pride issue too, right?
Yeah. I mean, you know, 10 years of my life and 2 years in Iraq.
Yeah.
Walk out the door, but I mean, and I told her, I said, "Fuck it, it's already done. They can do what they want." But the last thing I told her was when there's a disposition, if it's not guilty and I get to walk out of that courtroom, I want to walk out with you. And she said that was fine. She said that's good. That's what I want too. And that was like 2 months ago.
So what was the status with the case? How close was it coming to go to court, or you know?
My lawyer got the solicitor to allow me to apply for PTI for the whole charge. So I got denied from that. I don't fucking know. I got denied from PTI. So now I'm just waiting. I haven't heard anything. I guess my thing went to the bottom of the pile again to recycle back to the top.
Right, yeah. It's a slow.
And you know, it took from March to June to get, okay, let's apply for PTI.
Yeah.
And then, oh, by the way, we rejected you.
Is that a public defender or paid?
No, I was a paid lawyer. Yeah. Didn't want to take no chances with a felony charge.
Yeah, I understand that. All right. Moving forward, so she moves out. You move Crystal and Brandon in to help out with bills or whatever?
It was pretty soon after they actually moved in, yeah.
Okay. Any other roommates?
Hannah was living there for a little bit.
Hannah Thompson?
Yeah. While Katie was there, Hannah was going through some shit at home, so she asked Katie if she could move in. She said, yeah, we moved all her shit in. Wayne was still there, and then...
Listen to how little any of this touches him. Cati had been involved with his own friend, Wayne. For most men, even ones getting divorced, that lands somewhere. John talks about it the same flat way he talks about the weather. This is called flat affect. Betrayal, an affair, a dead wife. Every topic that should pull some reaction out of him gets the same, even, untroubled tone. Nothing moves him. Watch for any moment a normal emotion breaks through. It won't come.
Wayne then Katie left before Wayne got in his car accident. So she left, and then Wayne left, and then Crystal moved in, and then Hannah moved out. And now it's just us and Crystal.
Okay. How'd you guys meet Hannah? Was it a friend of Katie's or yours?
Friend of Cheyenne.
Okay. Yeah. And you and Cheyenne are pretty tight, right?
We used to be.
Oh, you're not now? Because of this crowd?
Because of this, yeah.
Okay.
I haven't heard from Cheyenne. I tried to talk to Cheyenne on Tuesday. Tuesday was the last time I talked to Cheyenne, and then she just dropped me off the face of the planet. So, kind of shows who your real friends are.
Yeah.
When you ask somebody specifically for help because you are not in a good place and they blow you off completely, but you know they're out there having fun with friends.
Yeah.
She's not grieving right now. She's out partying right now. So you could at least text. She could at least text me back. You know.
Yeah, I don't have an answer for that.
And then I already had to avoid the viewing. I had to go on Sunday by myself because her whole family was there. And if I can't even get Cheyenne, who lived with me and who I bought cars for and school books for and sent to and pushed to get a job and shit, if I can't trust her to be calm and level-headed, then how am I going to go to this viewing with her crazy-ass family there?
Right. So the viewing was Saturday, right?
Right. 2 to 4 on Saturday.
And when did you get?
I went Sunday, 2:30 on Sunday.
Okay. So they just had a private thing for you?
Mm-hmm.
Did you go by yourself? Or?
Yeah. Well, I took Hannah with me.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah.
How was that hard?
Yeah, because I mean, first of all, there's nobody there but me and her, so we're just kind of standing there staring at like Katie's nasty, like dirty, disgusting body because they didn't even wipe her ass down. And then we're just standing there like I don't know what the fuck you say. I've been to a couple. I went to my own dad's viewing when I was like 15. I've seen people dead. I've fucking dealt with this shit before, and now there's nobody else there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
there's nobody else there because
situation.
Her family wants to be crazy about this shit. So I'm there by myself. I'm dealing with it by myself. I'm dragging her around because she's willing to be dragged around. To be there, you know? So, I don't know. It's just been really stressful.
Yeah, I can imagine that. You've been able to go to work for the majority of it, I guess? Or?
Well, yeah, I've been going. I told them I don't want any time off because I don't do any work anyway. do admin shit anyway. So, and
plus, you'll just sit there and go crazy probably.
Right, I don't want to just sit at home, stare at the walls. I don't have family here. Crystal works until 3. Brandon works until like 2:33. So I don't want to just be alone.
Yeah. Does Hannah work or where she do?
She works in the mall. JCPenney's in the mall.
Now, does she live with you full time, or is it kind of?
It's on and off. She stays when she wants.
Okay. She live with her parents otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So let's go to last Monday. You're working downtown.
Right.
What time roughly did you leave work?
I don't.
I'm not going to hold you to the exact minute because I know if you ask me what I did last Monday.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't normally just leave with Judy. So whenever it's always between 2 and 3. Whenever Judy leaves, that's when I'm out the door too. They really only got me there for her to keep her company.
Right.
Yeah.
So what'd you do when you left work?
I just went home, and then I got home, and recently I've been like running the trail behind the house because I hate wearing running shoes, and it gets my dog outside. So I take him out back, and we run trails. So that day I went out, ran trails, and I went and sat by with this little spot and like watched fish fucking swim.
So there's a creek back there?
Yeah, same. I'm doing it a lot recently just because I quit drinking a few months ago, and it's really like helped me find out the kind of shit I like in life. So I just go back there and kind of hang out outside.
So your dog is Marley?
Mm-hmm.
Which is a mix? Or?
It's a yellow lab.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Good dogs.
Good family dog.
Was anybody home when you got home?
Just Crystal and Brandon.
Okay.
And I had her, she was supposed to go to the Sullivan Center that morning, so she was already with me. Because she's up there trying to get her GED.
Oh, Hannah was with you?
Yeah. She's the one who drove me home.
From work?
Yeah. Because she was supposed to go to the Sullivan Center, and then we forgot because it was getting late anyway. And then we went home.
What car did you drive home?
My Prius.
Okay, so you went to work in the morning, And she dropped you off and took the Prius, or?
No, she was with. Well, I don't know what the hell she does, but most times she's either walks around downtown or she sits in the car.
All right.
Yeah. Whenever she needs to go up there, she just rides. And then she was supposed to go to the Sullivan Center. Didn't, I guess. And then.
Okay. So you guys got home around 3 roughly.
Yeah.
Brandon and
Crystal
were there. And what did Hannah do while you were running with Marley?
Whatever she does, watch TV, play video games.
Okay. What happened after that? After you're done running?
We went and met my friend Scott to get some money that he owes me.
What's he owe you?
He owed me $500 for when he crashed my car. The $500 was the deductible, so he's gonna pay me back the deductible. He owes me $350 now. So.
When did that happen?
2 months ago.
Okay.
2 months.
Where'd y'all meet with Scott at?
At the Zaxby's on Fairview.
Okay. What kind of car does he drive?
Like a small hatchback, like a silver hatchback. I don't know the make or the model, but it's kind of smaller than like a Subaru.
Yeah.
Shit, even smaller than the Prius. It's a little hatchback.
Okay. Where's he from?
Baltimore originally, and then he moved down here because he was hard on his luck. So I wanted to give him a second chance.
Where's he staying at? Do you know?
I don't know the address. He's staying with some old lady.
But like in Greenville or family?
Yeah, Greenville. Greenville.
Okay. Does he work?
Mm-hmm.
But he was in the Army with you?
Yeah. Yeah,
we got deployed together?
We deployed together.
So he did the same kind of stuff you did?
Yeah. And then he came home and got out. Well, they put him out because he started a habit with some prescription pills.
Mm-hmm.
So they put him out for that. And he kind of followed him since then.
Okay. So it was you and Hannah that went and met him?
Yeah.
What time was that roughly?
I don't know. It was later. It was dark.
So dark's about 7-ish.
Yeah.
Roughly. Oh. Did you go anywhere before that?
No.
Okay. So did you meet him and eat dinner, or did you just hang out?
I ate. We ate while we waited for him, and then he showed up, dropped me some cash, and he left.
Okay. What's the payment plan, or is he?
As he can get it, yeah. I didn't never expect to hear from him again. After he crashed my car, I stopped talking to him. I left his ass in Greer on the side of the road. Goodbye. Crashed my car, dude. You stole my car, and then you crashed it, so I'm not talking to him. And that was like, I think it was a month or 2 ago. And then he just started calling me like last week, and he's like, I'm in Greenville, I got money. I was like, okay, cool. Let me go get some money.
So you guys were in the Prius?
Yeah.
That night? Okay. So he's just saying that he's staying with some old lady somewhere around?
Yeah, in Greenville. I just know it's in Greenville. I know he's local because I've seen him like 2 or 3 more times.
Okay. That night, somebody says you and Hannah were putting some trash from a bag, like a trash bag in the back of the Prius.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember doing that?
Oh, yeah.
What was that about?
Marley had like the most explosive shit on the floor and stunk up the whole house. I fucking had to throw out like 4 towels. It was disgusting. And then Crystal left it for me to clean up. So, because it was like watery, nasty, I had to get like 3 or 4 towels to clean it up, plus the Swiffer, plus like dump bleach on the floor. So, yeah, it was pretty nasty.
Okay. So why'd you put it in the car?
To take it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, our trash is always filled up. We used to have this entertainment center. I just chopped it up, so it was like the trash can was full.
So you took that when you went to go to Zaxby's? Or?
Yeah, we were just gonna throw it out away.
Okay.
Just a dumpster.
All right. Do you have your phone with you that night?
Probably. Yeah. Let's see, why not?
I mean, you normally do.
Yeah, I normally do. I normally have my phone. Unless I'm going out with Marley, I have my phone.
Right.
Or I'm going hiking or something like that, I take my phone. Or leaving the car at least.
Do you ever turn your phone off during the day or at nighttime?
Only if it dies. Only if it dies out.
Do you have a charger at work for it? Or?
Sometimes. I carry one in my pocket. I might as well take it out when I go home and wash clothes or whatever.
You stay on a good bit during the day just to keep busy?
All day.
Facebook and
yeah.
Playing games.
Facebook games, other websites, yeah.
They help pass the time, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Now, a couple of questions. When we notified you that Wednesday morning, excuse me, at work, myself and the bigger black fellow from the coroner's office. You never asked us, what had happened to Katie or how she died.
Pay attention to the question John never asks. His wife has been murdered, and not once does he ask how, or who, or where. When the detective finally points it out, John doesn't flinch. It is what it is. They're already dead. How they died means nothing to me. This is called the missing question. Innocent people ask it without thinking. They need to know what happened to someone they loved. The fact that it never even occurs to John is louder than anything he actually says.
Is there any reason where you...
Yeah, I've explained this to a few people because like 20 people asked me that day what happened.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's nothing that could bring me.
So you didn't really want to know?
Yeah, there's nothing that information would bring me in the moment. Like I said, I've experienced death. And
in the military?
Yeah, and that's never really done shit for me to know. A good friend of mine, a lieutenant, was stabbed after he got out in the military. He was overseas in the Middle East for school. He was stabbed to death. Him and his wife were stabbed to death. That brought me no comfort finding that out. Knowing he was dead, I just had a friend recently kill himself, and I still don't know, and I still don't want to know. It doesn't matter, because that's the end state.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. They're already dead, and how they died means nothing to me.
Okay.
So, and that's how I've been.
Probably seeing people, being in the military and seeing people die, probably gives you that outlook. So,
yeah.
When was the last time you saw Katie face to face? And
I know.
And I'm not worried about this restraining order thing. Trust me, that's the least of our worries.
The last time I saw her was Cheyenne had a doctor's appointment, and Katie was there with her at the doctor.
Okay.
And I just coincidentally had a doctor's appointment at the same exact office. I just switched over to a new doctor, and they were leaving as I was checking out.
So when was that roughly?
2 or 3 months ago. I don't know. We could get an exact date.
Okay.
But yeah, that's the last time I saw her face to face. And I don't think she saw me until she was actually out the door. So we didn't talk or nothing.
Now she had been asking you for this paperwork for Jupiter, medical records or bills or something, or
medical records.
Okay. And what else? A bowl or a
bowl
leash or something?
A dog food bowl.
Dog food bowl. Had she called you one previous time and asked you to meet her, bring it?
She called me multiple times, asked me to bring her that stuff.
You said no.
Yeah. First of all, Marley uses that bowl, and he needs that bowl. And it's dog medical records. It's dog medical records. You could probably walk up there to
yeah, it's not like
Hillcrest.
Rules.
There's no rules and regulations for dog medical records. So if you want, I feel like she was just using it as an opportunity to see me.
To get you to come see her.
And it wouldn't have been the first time.
Right.
There's been so many emergencies that come up. I need to see you right now for this. Just to get there and be like, you want to smoke a cigarette?
Yeah, that's typical.
So it wasn't the first time.
Okay. So you went to the viewing Saturday, right?
Sunday.
Sunday, okay. And it was you and Hannah that went there?
Yeah.
Okay. Now this Scott guy, how often does he come in? He lived with you for a little while?
Well, yeah, he lived with me for a little bit, and then he crashed my car, and he kind of just left town. I think he went back to Baltimore for a little bit. I think he went down to Georgia for a little bit. So.
When was the last time you actually saw him?
Not yesterday, but the day Friday, maybe.
So that would have been
this week.
Okay, where'd you see him at?
We met at Smoke and Brew on Pleasantburg Drive. Because he has some money and he stays up that way, I guess.
Okay, so he gave you a little bit more money?
Yeah, he gave me like $40.
He's slowly paying off.
Slowly. He's down to $350. We agreed on.
And he was driving the same car?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you ever meet him anywhere else in this past week?
He's been to my house. He's been to my house. He's been Smoke and Brew, Zaxby's. I don't think so. He wanted to go to the bar like twice. I'm not a bar person. I'm not going to bar and drink.
Yeah.
So.
How'd you kick it? Just cold?
Yeah, I just had to.
That's good.
Just had to.
have you ever transferred money to him, or he transferred money to you, or is it just hand to hand?
Western Union a couple times. I've sent him over the years probably like $400 or $500.
Just when he's down his luck.
Yeah. And then he sent me. I mean, he paid me back like twice out of that, like $100 here, $100 there. So, but that hasn't even been recent. That's been, I mean, within the year, but outside of 6 months.
It's kind of like you don't expect it back. If you get it back, good. If not, then
No, I always say, you know, if you don't expect to, if you need it back, then don't lend it out. Because especially with this guy.
Does he still have a dope problem? Or?
He says no, but the last time I talked to him, he was acting the same exact way.
Really?
You know how they forget the simplest of details that really can't even be overlooked. Like he asked me yesterday on the phone, do I owe you $450 or $350? Now you know that that's a lot of money, and you just gave me money yesterday. So how did you know? That's one of the little telltale signs that I think he is using again, because that's why I won't let him around my house again.
Is he divorced or?
He's legally married.
Okay.
I think they're pretty much, you know, set on their separation because she's not here. She's in Baltimore.
Okay. We've heard a little bit about this abandoned house, that it was a hangout for a lot of these younger kids and whatnot. You've been there before?
Yeah.
Okay. When was the last time you were there?
Probably a few months ago.
Okay. And who you were there with at the time?
I don't know. It's normally like a group of people, so it's always going to be the same group. I just don't know who was in the group at that time.
So generally, name some of the people that would be there. Not particularly at that time, but just.
Cheyenne would be there. Allie would be there. Hannah would be there. I would be there. Wayne would be there. Maybe Cameron. Maybe Kimani. That's it from our little group that I can think of.
Where would you guys park when you hung out there?
That gravel. When we first started going, like back January, like last January, when they first showed it to me, that brush used to be cleared out so you could drive right up in there.
Okay.
And then nobody would be able to see your car, so you wouldn't have to worry about people messing with you.
Yeah. Where would you guys hang out? In the house, outside the house?
In the living room.
And just gonna hang out.
Been in the attic a couple of times. Because there's like a crawl space hole. I guess not crawl space, but like a hole. One of the closets you can climb up in the attic and hang out there. That's kind of stable. Mostly in the living room because the rest of the house seems like at any moment it's gonna collapse.
Yeah. You ever been down the stairs in the basement?
No.
Okay.
That kind of because the one side's all flooded out, and then you can only climb down, and then the other stairs is like missing fucking like the last step, and it's all like, oh,
sketchy.
You can feel it. I don't know if you've gone down there, but you can feel it like every step, like wobbling back and forth. So like, you don't know how you're gonna get back up.
So you never decide to get out there and check it out?
No, hell no.
Okay.
Because you don't ever know how you're gonna get back up.
I don't blame you for that. Let me ask, and some of these questions, I'm not looking to offend you, but it's questions that we need to get answered and cleared up.
Okay.
Did Katie have any kind of life insurance policy?
Through the military, yeah. She's automatically enrolled.
Okay.
Same as my daughter.
So what is the military's thing called? Or is it?
FSGLI, Family Service Group Life Insurance.
Is that something you get for free, or you got to pay for it?
I pay monthly $5.
Okay.
But like I said, once you're enrolled in it's called DEERS, the Defense Enrollment Eligibility Services. Once you're enrolled in that, you're automatically enrolled in life insurance. So her health insurance, her life insurance, her dental, it's all wrapped up into one.
She was still covered under your medical and all that?
Legally, because we're married.
Okay, so until you get
we get divorced, actually divorced. Yeah.
Well, that's a pretty good deal for her.
Yeah, because she was still under my health insurance.
How much was her life insurance policy? Do you know?
It's $5 for $100,000.
Okay.
And then it's $5 for 10,000 for kids.
Okay. So that was like 100,000 is the base? Or?
Yeah, that's the base. Doesn't go higher or lower as far as I know.
All right. Did she have one on you, or did you have one for her?
I had the automatic one on her. I don't know what she is. I can't imagine what she had one on me.
So yeah.
Well, I
don't know if she
I automatically have one
through the military.
Yeah, okay. Mine's $500,000,
right.
And she gets that big just because she's married to me.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I paid $21 for that,
mm-hmm.
And that's like automatic. If I ever have somebody Even if I'm not married, it's still covered. I still have to put somebody's name down. Like it's
So you put mom or dad.
right.
Or whatever.
Yeah. Now it's under my ex-wife and my daughter in case I die.
Take care of your daughter.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay. Who was it under before?
It's always been my ex-wife and my daughter.
Just
Because
so that you make sure she take care of it.
Yeah. You know, that's one person I know for sure that I have to take care of is my daughter.
Yeah, that's respectable. I'm a dad. She's
Yeah.
a mom, so we understand that.
Yeah, and I explained that to Katie when we got married. I'm sorry, bud, but
So Katie knew. Did Katie know about the policy on her?
Yeah.
Okay.
I imagine.
Yeah. I don't know.
She might not even, because of her time in the military, when she was in the reserves or whatever, they might have taken her off my policy. Because if you're dual military, then one of those people doesn't have automatic policy.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So since we were dual military, I don't even think that she was enrolled anymore. Because, yeah.
But she wasn't current military now, right?
No. She didn't make it through training.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she made it like 4 or 5 weeks. She got injured. She like fell over in the obstacle course and it jacked her lower back all up. She had like something with like her lower back. It was like at an angle that was like bad.
Okay. So it has.
They medically discharged her.
So that was a pretty quick career.
Pre-existing condition dumped her out.
So has the insurance? So no insurance companies have contacted you to
No.
let you know about any kind of policy. I know a lot of times they'll do it pretty quick. Okay. Have you ever, and it would probably jokingly, I would assume, made a statement to any of your friends about wanting to kill Katie?
No.
Ever said, well, if Katie dies, we'll get some money or we'll have money to do anything with?
No.
Okay. Have you ever gone up to any friends and said, hey, would you do me a favor and take my car, take my keys, my debit card, my phone, and go away for the weekend to Charleston, say, and that'll make it look like I'm out of town so I can kill Katie?
No.
Okay. So if somebody told us that, they're making that up?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay.
That's the same type of shit that's been coming out her family's mouth for the last fucking 2 weeks. And I'm getting kind of sick of it because I don't feel safe in my house anymore. There's cars parked out front of my house during the nighttime. And I know I got PTSD and I know I'm fucking watching them, but there's cars parked out front of my house. There's people driving by. And that's the type of shit, that's the narrative right there that's going to get me fucking in trouble with some crazy motherfucker driving down and shooting up my house in the middle of the night. Or somebody called my fucking ex-wife yesterday. Somebody called my ex-wife yesterday. And that's got me scared.
What's her name?
You talked to her yesterday.
Just,
but
Catherine.
Yeah, that's got me scared because my kid's there. And how did somebody get her number from here? How does somebody get her number from here? And then not just from here, not just from Simpsonville, but from some private number called her, called her, so they can find my kid now. And that's the shit that's got me fucking paranoid, pissed off. Because I can't sleep at night because I think something's going to happen to my house. That's all I got. So people say, oh, it's just stuff. Well, if my fucking house burns down, what stuff do I have? I get a check from the insurance company for $100 grand.
Watch how comfortable John is talking about the money. The detective walks him toward it, and John says it himself. Plainly, no hesitation. He gets a check from the insurance company for $100 grand. $100,000 on the wife he was divorcing, with him as the one who collects. This is called owning the motive. A guilty person usually tenses up when the money surfaces because they know how it looks. John does the reverse. He says it out loud, evenly, betting that staying calm makes him look innocent. But the motive doesn't get smaller just because he can say the number without blinking.
To pay off the house, but I'm still sitting homeless.
Almost, yeah.
So
this pressure is coming from Katie's family?
Yeah, it was on Facebook. We got pictures, we got screenshots. This shit was on Facebook. People were giving out my address. People can't walk to my house the other night. People walked to my house the other night. Or standing out front of my house.
Do you recognize them or no?
No, they were from Facebook. Okay. Crystal got in this argument with this guy on Facebook, and he's like, I know where you live. I can come there right now. What the fuck? Come here right now. Yeah. Because that makes me unsafe. I got a barricade in my front door because now you're telling people to come by my house, and her mom's been telling people to come by my house. They're trying to spin this fucking story against me, and it's got me terrified. It's got me scared as shit.
Do you have any idea who killed her?
No, absolutely not. This shit is ridiculous and it's scary as fuck. But I can't even be scared for Katie right now. Because I know Katie wouldn't want me in this situation. She knows I'm gonna be fucking scared as hell.
Are you talking about your ex-wife, Katie?
I'm talking about Katie.
The one that died.
Yeah. She knows that I'll be like this, be paranoid like this.
All right. Some people told us that recently they got in the backseat of your car and something had been spilled, and they were told, hey, don't touch that.
And I told Cheyenne, I just spilled fucking iced tea right there. Don't sit in that. The iced tea bottle's probably still in the back of my car right now.
Okay. That was in the backseat?
Yeah.
How'd you spill it in the backseat?
I just drink it and toss it.
Oh, okay.
I ain't the cleanliest person. I clean out my car once a week, twice a week, the most.
Okay.
Trash all over my inside of my car right now.
Okay.
And her fucking family's the ones putting that shit in her head because she was at my house on Tuesday. Just fine. Helping. We were both just fine, just talking to each other. Fucking dirtbag ass family.
Well, you gotta understand right now they're going through a lot too.
I'm trying to understand, but I'm going through the same fucking shit. I lost a friend. Maybe not the best wife, but I lost a fucking friend. She would always been my friend. We would have always been the worst married couple on the planet, but she was always going to be my friend.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes people make great friends but terrible lovers or whatever.
Right. That's the way we've seen it. We just the worst couple. But we were always the best friends. It's not until you started bringing the relationship back into it that we start arguing with each other. I got plenty of text messages where we're just nice to each other, just talking about our day.
Yeah.
But then, one of us would be like, so you're going to come home? And, what are you doing right now? And then it would escalate to, we can't be in a relationship. We can't do this and that. So it's just got me stressed out too. Nobody gives a shit.
So when she was asking for the paperwork for the dog and stuff, had you decided you were going to give it to her and meet up, or
told her to go fuck herself?
Okay. Just because something she could go do herself.
Yeah.
She could buy another dog bowl.
Yeah, she works there. You tell me you pass by 1,000 dog bowls a day, you can't borrow one, you can't take one. And then what the fuck's he been eating out since June? He needs this bowl.
That's true. Yeah. So it's more of a thing, just a way to get you. Or,
yeah, I really think
harp on you about.
Sometimes, and Krista will tell you because she's seen her do it, is that sometimes she would make up a scenario or say she needs something just to get close because she can reel me back in. She was real good at it. So,
she had a Ford Fiesta. Have you ever been in that car?
I think once, yeah. She brought it by the house one time, but it was a while ago.
Did you get in it, or?
Yeah, because that's when she first bought the shit, and I knew I was paying for it, so I got to see it. But,
okay.
And the last time she brought Jupiter by the house a couple of times, and it's always been in that car.
Okay, but so did you get in it, or?
I've been in it, yeah.
Okay. So when was that roughly?
Oh, I don't know. Like I said, that's when she used to come by the house and tell me she was coming with Jupiter, take him out.
So would that have been like July, August?
Yeah, it had to have been.
Okay.
June, July, August. Because she stopped coming around because I stopped playing the game. Mostly. I just told her, like, I'm not playing the game anymore. I'm done playing with you. Because I already knew that she was dating a guy, but she was still trying to get back with me. She's already dating this dude named Bill. And then she was dating some dude before that, and then she was dating some other dude, and I'm like, just be with them.
Did that piss you off?
Mm-mm.
Oh, wait, you had Hannah, right?
Well, yeah, me and Hannah were dating, not really. But, she was living with me, so.
Yeah. So for all intents and purposes, Katie thought you two were together.
Right. And there's nothing I could have said otherwise. So.
Oh, yeah, I mean. And
then Cheyenne told her entire family that me and Hannah were dating. So then that's the story. We're dating. Doesn't matter what I say. So then, since Hannah moved out back with her parents, no, I would say that I'm not dating anybody.
Okay. I don't know how much you know about cell phones and stuff like that, but as you go around, your cell phone's constantly
picking up a tower,
searching for signals and stuff like that.
Right.
So with that said, is there anything going back to last Monday, is there anything that you've told me that your cell phone records would say otherwise?
I don't believe so.
Okay. You don't believe so, or definitely not?
Definitely not.
Okay.
There's a difference.
Yeah, well,
I don't know.
it's tiny. Small. What if I told you that your cell phone did ping somewhere other than where you say you were?
Then I'd also say that her cell phone pinged in West Virginia.
Yeah, that ended up being a AT&T mishap. They plugged in the wrong phone number.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. What if I told you that Charles Scott's phone number pinged in the same area that yours did and not around Zaxby's?
When?
Monday night.
He's got freedom of moving on him. We can call him. We can ask him.
Okay.
But I'm not in control of that man, and I do not take any charge over him because that dude is a lost cause.
Yeah.
I want my $350.
You're gonna be done.
And I would like to change my phone number. If I could move, I would move.
Is there any physical evidence that we're either going to find in that abandoned house, on Katie's body, or on any of her clothing, or in her car that is going to link you to her death?
I don't believe so, no. Definitely not.
Okay. And you understand DNA evidence it's the new thing.
100%.
It's not new, but it's okay. And it's pretty accurate.
Seems cold case files, all that kind of stuff.
Right, yeah. So I just don't want to have to go back in a couple weeks when we get all these results and say, well, John said there ain't no way this could have happened. But so if you did get together last week and have sex or go take the dog for a walk, and that's how your hair could have gotten in her car or something like that, then we need to know that now so we don't have to explain it later.
Yeah, I understand.
So there should be nothing on her body from you.
Right.
Is that fair to say?
That's fair to say.
Okay. So no hairs, no touch DNA.
I can't imagine.
Okay. Because you understand, if I touch Investigator Manley's hand and they come and swab her hand, they're going to get my DNA off.
Right. Fingerprints, sweat.
Right. And that stuff can't be denied. It's as accurate as a fingerprint.
Yeah.
Your DNA profile. So I just want to make sure that we're not going to get any surprises.
Right. Yeah.
And these DNA tests take time. It's not like it is on CSI.
It's not CSI.
I wish it was.
You don't put it in a computer.
Exactly. So
left and right.
But I've had cases before where we've asked somebody something and they said, nope, absolutely not. And then we do get results that match them. And they're like, oh, well, there was this time that such and such. So we have to, eliminate all that now.
Right. Understood.
Okay. Would you, what we've been doing is offering polygraph tests. We've polygraphed a couple people already.
Mm-hmm.
And we're using that as a tool to eliminate people.
Okay.
And once we eliminate people, that means we can kind of narrow down our search, and it helps us so we're not wasting time looking at people that we don't need to be looking at.
Right.
Would you be willing to take a polygraph so we can go ahead and do that with you and eliminate you and start looking elsewhere?
I have to talk to my lawyer about that first.
Okay.
See what he says, because I don't know about that at all.
Yeah. Well, it's nothing that can be used in court. It's a tool we use.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like DNA is a tool, fingerprints are a tool, interviews are a tool.
Right.
So that's something I would like to, see if you'd be willing to do so that we could get past you and start looking, for somebody else.
Well, I'll give him a call tomorrow, and then he'll set something up.
Okay. Is there any information or any questions I haven't asked you that, any information you have that might help us?
I mean, y'all know about this house, though. Y'all know about the abandoned house, because all the news I got is from the media, and they're painting this house as like some house that they knew of, they used to go to, and all this kind of shit. This was an active, spot to go and.
Yeah, the news kind of screwed up and said it was a high school hangout. But I know they've been going to it.
I mean, it's a high school hangout, but
it's their current hangout.
Katie's hangout too. Okay, as long as you know, because this news story has been spinning it.
The news screws things up big time.
Yeah. And
we can tell them that the sky was blue and it was 70 degrees, and they'll say it was cloudy and 30.
Right.
How they
I just
screw
wanted
up,
to make sure y'all knew that she had been there a few times with more than just, recent friends. She's been there with new guys and stuff like that. I don't know what her family's told you. Hopefully Cheyenne's been, upfront with you, but she's been dating around a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're looking into some of that
Okay.
and trying to see if maybe she came across somebody that,
Yeah.
there's a lot of cookies.
Because she was on Tinder, and Tinder's just a face, You can make a Tinder profile.
Oh, sure, yeah.
So she's been on Tinder. I know that for a fact. I saw her on there.
Have you driven Katie's car lately?
No. I've never driven her car. I just sat in it the one time.
On the passenger seat? Or?
I think it was a passenger seat.
What about Charles?
I don't even think they met.
Oh, he's never even met her.
I don't think he's met her.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Are you familiar with where White Horse Road is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I've taken it. It's 25, right?
Mhm.
Okay, then yeah, I know where it's at.
Do you know where Augusta Road and it meets? It's like Augusta Road turns into 291.
I don't know where Augusta Road is. I'm sorry.
Okay. No, that's fine.
Not from here. 291 is Pleasantburg. 25, the only way I know 25 is because when I drive out to Easley, because I start in Greenville.
Mhm.
So when I'm going through Easley, I cross over 25, and there's a Spinks that I normally get the cars washed at.
Okay. So this Monday night that we were talking about around 6:15, sometime around that time frame, can you think of any reason your phone would show that you were in that area of Augusta Road and White Horse Road?
No.
Is there any reason you and Charles were talking a lot that evening?
Yeah, because that's the night that he was here. That's the night he was available.
Mhm.
So that's the night I needed my shit.
So you'll be on video at Zaxby's meeting him and eating?
I was eating. He was in Zaxby's, yeah.
All right, so you guys will both be on video?
Mhm.
Okay. What time was that roughly?
I don't know. Whatever time you said earlier.
Well, you said it was dark?
Yeah, it was dark.
Okay, so dark is about 7-ish or so?
Yeah.
And that's the Zaxby's on Fairview Road?
Mhm.
Okay. Just to help us remember to find you, do you remember what you're wearing?
Oh, hell no. I normally wear jeans and a long sleeve or I mean, I can tell you rest of it now. It's right next to the drink machine.
Okay.
So.
And Hannah was in there with you?
Mhm.
So it'll be white guy, white girl, black guy.
Mm-hmm.
So he did sit down.
You know what he looks like? He's light skinned. He's
Yeah.
got a ratty ass mustache, shaved head. Not shaved, bald, but short.
Okay.
And he normally wears a Baltimore hat. He's got a Baltimore Ravens hat. But I'm pretty sure I can get him. Well, he probably ain't gonna come up here because he's trying to duck and dodge y'all anyway.
Why is that?
Because he thinks he has a warrant for his arrest because he's an idiot. And I told him, call some people and find out, but he refuses to listen to reason.
Now, usually, if you got a warrant, you turn yourself in. They'll work with you a little bit.
That's what I told him because when he took my car, I had to report the shit stolen because he crashed it, and I didn't tell him to take it.
Right.
So to me, that's stolen. So I had to do that, and they I had to press charges on him so I could get the insurance to pay for my car. So.
Okay.
I think he's like ducking and dodging right now.
Yeah. What do you have, Cheryl?
On your way to Zaxby's, you said you dropped the bag of trash off.
Mhm.
Where'd you dump it at?
I don't know. Probably. I think it was an apartment complex. Because they have the big dumpsters.
Mhm.
I don't remember the exact location though.
Like down Harrison Bridge. I'm talking about.
Yeah, like Watertown and stuff like that.
Mhm.
I think I don't remember. It was a long day.
Okay.
So
And then where did you go after Zaxby's?
I think I just went home.
With Hannah?
Yeah.
And where's
I
Scott
might
go?
have taken her home. I think I took her back to her parents' house. And then I just went home. I don't hang out with that dude. It's not. So.
Now, some people said that car that they identified as Katie's was seen pulling into your driveway around 5 o'clock that window.
Crystal told me that, yeah.
Okay. Do you know what the deal is with that?
Mm-mm. And Crystal told me about that. But like we said, that's a normal move on her part.
Right.
So that really wasn't too much of a concern. I didn't even follow up. I didn't text her or anything when she did that shit. So.
Well, if that was her, why would she back out really fast?
I don't know.
Because you said she'd try and stop by.
I'm not trying to read her mind, so.
No, I understand. But you said that she would stop by and try and see the cat, or stop by and bring Jupiter. When was that? Do you know?
I don't know.
Like back in the summer, or here
Whatever I said
recently?
the first time.
Okay. And then what happened Tuesday? What was your day like on Tuesday? Did you go to work?
Tuesday, yeah, I went to work. I've been to work every day since.
Okay. Do you remember talking to Cheyenne at all on Tuesday?
That's the day Cheyenne stay the night. Yeah.
Oh, so she spent the night with you on Tuesday night? Yeah. Okay.
I'm trying to think because I'm getting like Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday all spun up because I don't remember those days very well. I was really fucked up last week. Like my head was going. I couldn't concentrate on shit, and I wasn't sleeping. So I'm just thinking. I think Tuesday her and Kimani came and spent the night. I think it was Tuesday.
And that was after everybody knew that Katie was missing?
I think, yeah.
When did you catch when that Katie was missing? Was it when
Cheyenne called me.
That was before
Mm-hmm.
Moorcraft came and talked to you? And that was Monday, right? Monday?
No, Tuesday afternoon.
Tuesday?
Tuesday afternoon, you came to the house?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Tuesday morning at 1:30 in the morning, Cheyenne called me. Said, "Have you heard from Katie?" And obviously it's 1:30 in the morning, so I said, "No, go away. I'm sleeping." And then I talked to Cheyenne like throughout the day. Katie's missing, and then I was like, "Well, do you want to come stay?" And like we can like. We went out looking for her.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Where did you guys look at?
We went to this house on Scuffletown Road because one of her family members was like, "I found her phone and it's here."
At a house on Scuffletown Road?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you remember what house that was?
No, it's probably in a text message to Cheyenne.
What family member told you they found her phone?
8 something. Cheyenne told me.
Cheyenne told you that
One of her family members
found the phone?
Yeah.
And what happened at the house at Scuffletown?
We knocked on the door and said, "Do you know Katie?" And he was like, "No." So we're like, "Okay, bye." And her car wasn't there, nothing like that, so we left.
Did you look anywhere else?
It was late by that point, so we just kind of went home. And then I asked her if she could stay because at that point, her mom put up that Facebook message with all my information on there. So I asked Cheyenne if she could stay with me, just as like a peace of mind. It's just to ease my mind because I figured nobody's gonna fuck with me if they think Cheyenne's here too. So I had Cheyenne come stay. She left in the middle of the night. I think that was Tuesday. It was Tuesday.
And you said Kamani spent the night too, so was he searching with you that night too?
Yeah, he was in the car too.
And did you ever think to check the abandoned house that night?
Cheyenne told me she already checked it. She told me she had been there and she already checked it. So I was like, well, fuck it then.
And what time did you and Cheyenne meet up that night? Do you remember?
It must have been after he came to the house. So I don't know.
Because he came there around 4:30ish.
It was probably soon after.
And did she just come to your house, or did you meet up with her somewhere else? Or
She was working. She was at work, and that's when. So it had to be 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, because she was at work, and I went to go see her at work, and I was gonna try and get a table in her section, so I just could see her and talk to her. And when I got there, they said that she was getting off. So then me, Kimani, and Hannah went to Sonic, ate some food or whatever, and waited for Cheyenne. Then she came, and we were like, "What are we doing? Like, what are we doing?" So we took Kimani to home to get some clothes. She walked home to get some clothes, and then when she came back, that's when she was like, "My aunt," I think she said, found her phone on Scuffletown Road. She's like, "I have the address," and I was like, "Let's go." So we drove out there. And it was just some guy, he didn't know what the fuck was going on. He had like 2 regular ass cars. Her car wasn't there. So we were like, okay, I guess that's it for us. And we left out. So, but by that time it was pretty late because she didn't get out of work. Actually get out of work until like 10. So at that point I had to work the next day. So
you just went back home? Yeah,
normally I'm early to bed kind of guy.
And you and Katie still talked off and on once a week, twice a week, you said.
We used to.
And you know that she worked at PetSmart.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what kind of hours she kept or anything?
No,
her
I know
normal
she used to
routine?
work third, and then recently she switched. But her hours have always kind of been different. Like, I knew when she was working third, it was like 10 to 7 or some shit like that. But I don't know her recent hours.
I'm just gonna ask you point blank. Did you kill Katie?
No.
Okay. Do you know who killed her?
No.
This polygraph would really help us. It's not admissible in court, like I said. It's nothing that you take could be used against you. They're not going to ask you about other off the wall stuff. They're going to ask you direct questions related to her being killed. And the quicker we can get rid of you as a suspect, we've already, like I said, we've done other polygraphs with other people, so it's not like we're targeting on you.
Yeah.
If we were, we wouldn't have waited, a week and a day before we brought you in here. So
that's what everybody's been telling me. So it's just got my head kind of straight. I've just been fucking paranoid, man. Paranoid. I already got drug out of my house one time for not committing a crime. So, and I think I told you that when I sat down with you.
Yeah, I've read the reports and stuff. I mean, I'm not saying the cops always do things right.
And I'm glad that this is here, not in Fountain Inn.
Yeah, I understand.
You know, because y'all are completely different.
I
mean, y'all just face value are different.
They play by different rules, so it's almost like a different country.
That's what happens when you got like 20 cops in the entire force. Do what the fuck they want.
I understand.
So yeah, I told you that whenever you came out to work. I was like, I'm already kind of nervous. I'm just glad it's here.
Do you have your cell phone with you? What kind of phone do you have?
I got the V10, the LG V10.
Okay.
V10, yeah.
Does that have a lock code on, or how do you?
Yeah, it's got a lock on.
Is it like a number lock, or? You mind telling me what the number lock is?
Yes, I do. That's my pin for everything. I'm not gonna
Oh,
tell
is
you
it?
that.
Okay.
Next thing I know, you taking out $20 on my bank.
No.
That's all I
I'm
got.
a pretty honest guy. When it comes to money.
That's all I got right now is my $20. I need gas money.
One of the things that we're doing with people is getting swabs from their mouth. It's basically skin cell samples that we use to create a DNA profile.
Right.
It's just basically a big Q-tip, swab it on the inside of their mouth, and then submit that to create a DNA profile to compare to evidence that we get. Are you okay with that?
I'll talk to my lawyer about it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, what we've been doing with people is we've been getting search warrants to get them. That way we don't have to mess around with, I do or I don't, or I need to call my mom, or, stuff like that. So I've got a search warrant to get your DNA.
Okay.
Like I said, you're not the first one. I can show you, other people we've gotten it from.
That's fine. I'm not going to fight a warrant. I'm not going to fight the court.
Yeah. I mean, that's one of those things. A couple other things. We do have a warrant for your phone. So I need you to turn that over.
Oh, can I text my boss?
You can write down a phone number and call them, but I can't let you make any calls or any texts.
Okay.
I got that from you.
Can I get the number real quick?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And y'all can take this down. Captain called me and said, okay, I got 2 numbers now because my captain's trying to call me too.
Do you want a sticky note or something?
Can you just write it down for me? Because I got a couple numbers here.
Yeah, hang on 1 second. I'll find my pen.
She don't remember. Oh shit. Excuse me. Sorry. What's the one? And he's gonna be. I don't need to talk to his ass. Take blood, dude.
No. That's just a swab of your mouth. Painless. All right, You got all the numbers you need?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for it to lock.
Okay, all right, I'll go ahead. I need the phone. Like I said, we got a search warrant.
Okay.
Okay, so go ahead and hand the phone over to me.
Where's the warrant at?
Oh, it's right here. Go get a copy of it in just a second.
I just want to see it before I give up my shit.
Search warrant for your phone.
I'm sorry, I watch TV too.
Last time, list your phone number.
Cell phone.
Like color cell phone, unknown manufacturer, John Blauvelt, gives your date of birth and the assigned telephone number. And it's signed by Judge Dean Ford.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
She'll, I'm gonna go ahead and read this to him real quick.
Yeah.
Open this door, it's time warm in here.
No problem.
Okay, it says to any bonded law enforcement officer of this state or county of the municipality of Simpsonville, it appearing from the attached affidavit, there is reasonable grounds to believe the certain property subject to seizure under provisions of section 17-13-140, 1976 Code of Laws of the South Carolina, as amended, is located on the following premises. The description of premise, like he told you, was a black and colored cell phone of unknown manufacturer belonging to John Blauvelt, date of birth 9/8/88, with assigned cellular phone number used on 10/24/2016. Now therefore you are hereby authorized to search the subject premises for description property or property described below and to seize such property if found. The description of property is a search for any and all saved, archived, or deleted data, including but not limited to text messages, phone call logs, contacts, voicemail, email, ledgers, lists, records, documents, or photographs taken from, derived from, or contained in the computer components and storage media derived in the above listed device seized pertaining to the investigation of murder. Any and all investigations related to the owner, user of the cell phone. This is to include but not limited to name, address, photos, internet browsing history, videos, and text messages. The search warrant shall not be valid for more than 10 days from the date of issuance. A written inventory of all property seized to the search warrant shall be made to John Blauvelt, an issuing judge, within 10 days from the date of this warrant. Such inventory to be signed by the officer executing this warrant, and a copy of such inventory shall be furnished from the person whose premises are searched if demand for such a copy is made. A copy of the search warrant shall be delivered to the person in charge of the premises search at the time of such search if practical, and if not, to such person as soon thereafter as it is practical. In the event the identity of the person in charge is not known, or if such person cannot be found, after reasonable diligence in attempting to locate the person, a copy shall be attached to the prominent place on such premises. Again, it's signed by Judge Ford.
You know, I've been left-handed my whole life.
Yeah.
And see how you got the paper angled, you know? I didn't learn that until last week.
To angle the paper?
To angle it that way. I always went the other way, so all my font was italicized. I didn't know. I was trying to read some shit. I was like, how
So you went like this?
Yeah. And everything was coming in crazy. And I really didn't know this whole time. So I wanted to improve my handwriting recently. So I've been spending time at night, like, doing cursive and shit. And I was like, let me see. And now all of it's like straight up like it's supposed to.
Yeah.
I'm like, I gotta be an idiot. I blamed somebody when I was like 8 or 9, but I gotta be an idiot too.
You know, it used to suck being left-handed is when you're in school and you have the right-handed desks and you have to always lean over. That's probably
Or
why
like
I
that
learned
pen
it.
right there, and you start smudging everything you write out.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my favorite. I ain't never gonna see that phone back. They don't give that stuff back until there's like until the shit's done with, right?
It all just kind of depends. I'm
just asking. Like,
yeah, it just depends. Like I said, it depends on if there's any evidentiary value to that phone, then it just kind of depends on what it is. This is a search warrant for your DNA, like Investigator Moorcraft explained to you. A lot of it's the same wording, so just bear with me. It says, to any bonded law enforcement officer of the state or county or the municipality of Simpsonville, it appearing from the attached affidavit, there are reasonable grounds to believe that certain property is subject to seizure under provisions of section 17-13-140, 1976 Code of Laws of South Carolina as amended, is located in the following premises. Thank you. A description of premises is the person of John. Therefore, you are hereby authorized to search the subject premises for the property described below and to seize such property if found. Description of property is the skin cell samples from cheek area of John Tufton Blauvelt in order to establish a DNA profile. This search warrant shall be not valid for more than 10 days from the date of issuance. A written inventory of all property seized pursuant to the search warrant shall be made to John T. Blauvelt, an issuing judge, within 10 days from the date of this warrant. Such inventory to be signed by the officer executing this warrant, and a copy of such inventory shall be furnished to the person whose premises are searched if demand for such copy is made. A copy of the search warrant shall be delivered to the person in charge of the premises such searched at the time of such search if practical, and if not, to such person as soon thereafter as it is practical. In the event the identity of the person in charge is not known, or if such person cannot be found after a reasonable diligence in attempting to locate the person, a copy shall be attached to a prominent place on such premises. And again, it's signed by Judge Ford on today's date. Do you have a Sharpie?
Yeah.
Okay, go. Just on the right cheek first. Okay. And this is also going to be for your right cheek. I've got to sign that DNA one more craft.
That's fine. I'm just making a copy of the waiver. John, let's copy that waiver rights form. Can you do a total of 4?
Yeah, I got 2.
Okay.
You need 4 on each side or 2 on each side?
2 on each side.
Okay, and then this is for your left cheek.
John, while she's doing that, we also got a search warrant for your car.
Okay.
So this is the search warrant for that. I'm going to give you this copy.
Sure.
It says, to any bonded law enforcement officer in the county, in this state or county or municipality of Simpsonville, appearing before the attached affidavit, there's reasonable grounds to believe that certain property is subject to seizure under provisions 1713-140, 1976 Code of Laws, State of South Carolina as amended. It's located on the following premises. Description of person, place, or thing to be searched, 2007 Prius, golden color, registered to John Tufton Blauvelt, South Carolina tag, KHJ933. Your VIN number is listed out. It says you're therefore hereby authorized to search the subject premise for the property described below and to seize such property if found. Description of property, interior and exterior search and processing of the vehicle to include digital photographs, latent processing, collection of blood and other body materials, of other body fluids and fibers, DNA processing, firearms and ammunition, spent shell casings, projectiles, cutting instruments, and or blunt objects that may have been used as a weapon, cell phones and any other electronic devices used for communication, legal and illegal drugs or paraphernalia, notes, sketches, documents, accelerant samples, burn debris, and any other items that may be evidence in the investigation of the death of Catherine Ann Blauvelt.
Okay.
That's signed by Judge Dean Ford on November the 1st. Okay. Probable cause section of the warrant says the affiant is an investigator with the Simpsonville Police Department and has 23 years law enforcement experience. The affiant has been assigned as an investigator for 13 years and has received extensive training in the investigation of violent crimes. The affiant is currently investigating the murder of Catherine Ann Blauvelt, which occurred on or about 10/24/2016. The victim's body was located in the basement of an abandoned residence at 817 Southeast Main Street. An autopsy determined the victim's manner of death to be a homicide. The affiant and other investigators have conducted multiple interviews with friends, family, and acquaintances of the victim and her estranged husband, John Tufton Blauvelt. These interviews have yielded multiple statements in which the interviewees stated John Blauvelt has made comments about his desire to kill the victim and his plan to hide her body in the house located at 817 Southeast Main Street. The affiant also has recorded statements from witnesses who say John Blauvelt had approached them and offered them monetary compensation for assisting him in murdering the victim and offering him an alibi by using his cell phone, debit cards, and vehicle in another city to make it appear as if he was not in the area at the time of the victim's death. The affiant has also compiled police reports from the Fountain Inn Police Department that showed John Blauvelt was arrested in February 2016 for domestic violence first degree, where he was alleged to have pointed a gun at the victim. And threatened her life. John Blauvelt had a pending criminal charge that if he was found guilty would most likely result in his discharge from the U.S. Army where he's employed full-time. Blauvelt has made statements to multiple persons about the existence of a life insurance policy he holds on the victim for between $100,000 and $150,000 in which he is the beneficiary. The affiant has obtained recorded statements from witnesses that state the victim's vehicle was driven to the residence of John Blauvelt at 10 South Kings Drive in Fountain Inn, South Carolina on 10/24/16 at 4:56 p.m. This is the day the victim disappeared and was last seen alive. The witnesses describe the driver as someone other than the victim and state that the driver was wearing a black jacket with the hood pulled over. The witnesses stated 15 minutes after the victim's vehicle pulled out from the residence, John Blauvelt came up from the backyard sweating profusely and was wearing a black hooded jacket similar to the one of the person driving the victim's vehicle. Blauvelt did not have a shirt on underneath the jacket and claimed to have been running. The victim's vehicle was later located at 335 White Horse Road in Greenville, South Carolina, in a strip shopping center. Video surveillance from the area shows the vehicle being dropped off on 10/24/2016 at approximately 6:15 p.m. The second vehicle pulls up with the victim's vehicle and it matches the description of John Blauvelt's 2007 gold Toyota Prius. The second vehicle drives off after approximately 5 minutes with the driver of the victim's vehicle. Cell phone records from John Blauvelt's phone number on the victim's vehicle was dropped off. It is the affiant's belief, based upon the aforementioned evidence, that the 2007 Toyota Prius belonging to John Blauvelt contains evidence related to the death of Catherine Blauvelt. Okay, do you have any questions about the wording of that warrant?
Do you have to take the car? You're going to take my car?
Yes.
Fuck. All right. No, I got no questions.
Okay, all right, that's a copy of that warrant.
Yes, sir.
You want me to read the all that for these two, or do they all say the same thing?
It's all basically the same. Do you want her to read these warrants so you're going to get copies of them?
That's all for the swabs?
Yeah, for the swabs and the cell phone. Do you want me to read out the probable cause section just like he was?
If it's the same shit, then you're good.
It is. Having heard the affidavits and the evidence that is mentioned in those, do you want, is there anything you want to say?
No, sir.
Okay.
There's a crack on the screen of the phone. Don't put that in the thing. I'm gonna try and get a new phone. I'm just playing.
This is the moment they lay the whole case on the table. The detective reads John the affidavit out loud, to his face. The driver in the black jacket bringing Cati's car back. John walking up, sweating profusely, claiming he'd been running. The phone pings. The $100,000 policy. All of it. And John's reaction to being accused of murdering his wife? Do you have to take the car? A minute later, a joke. I'm just playing. This is called the tell that isn't there. No outburst. No real denial. No fear. Because none of it surprises him. You don't stay this calm hearing the case against you, unless you already knew every word of it was true.
What kind of phone is it?
This is an LG V10. It was sold to me. Put it like that. I didn't plan on getting a phone like that.
Does it do anything special other than the...
No, just a regular phone. Regular phone. It's got a really nice camera on it. I wish I sent that text message to Australia.
What text message?
She hadn't talked to me since Tuesday, and then I told her I was going through some shit. And my PTSD was bothering me and stuff like that. And she just decided to like completely blow me off. So that shit kind of hurts.
You said you wish you hadn't sent her that
I wish I
message?
had.
Sent her what message?
She sent like a thumbs up a few hours ago.
A few hours ago today?
Yeah.
In response to what?
In response to nothing. She just sent me a thumbs up. And I was like, what the fuck? I said, okay, fuck off. You can't leave somebody out to dry for 4 days and then come back. And then be like, thumbs up, we're cool.
That's what that meant? Oh.
Either, because if you send somebody a thumbs up, you were sarcastic and say, okay. Like
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
It's just that it's been 4 days since I talked to her. So, I don't know. I mean, you're a female, you can tell me. What's a thumbs up mean 4 days later?
Is it in response to something or like on a picture or? I have no idea.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
So she hasn't talked to you and then all of a sudden she sends that to you?
She hadn't talked to me since Tuesday.
And you said you wish you had sent her a message. Well, what
I
would
wish
you?
I had sent her the message because I typed out a big ass message like, you can't drop people like that. You can't drop friends like that and then 4 days later be like, oh, we're cool. No, dude. Not when people really have shit going on in their head. Not when people are really like, I was there for her, you know, and she made no attempt to be there for me. I went through the same shit everybody else went through. And she didn't make no attempt to be. Nobody told me about the viewing. I had to find out all that shit on my own. And then you want to come back to me and be like, hey, we're cool. No, we're not. That shit hurts, man. Everybody knows I ain't got no family. Just me.
What was Hannah's response when you guys were at the viewing?
Just kind of taken aback. That was one of her friends too. Katie brought her in when she actually got her house. It was Katie's idea. So, I mean, they were close. They were real close for like months. And then,
Even after she left?
even after Katie left, no.
Yeah.
Because then Katie told me I was sleeping with him. So then once she got that in her head, she stopped talking to me. Or every time Hannah would come up, it would be like a big thing. But me and Hannah have been good friends just because I worry about people. That's who I am. So I've been pushing her to go back to school and shit like that. So, like today, she was trying to enroll in Greenville Tech.
And she just wanted to come with you to the viewing?
Yeah, because she knew with Cheyenne there, and whatever Katie's been telling her family, we didn't want to be a burden. It's not like we would have done shit. We would have showed up, given our respects, maybe hung out in the back for a little bit and left. But it's that feeling, that burden. Like if we really, really don't like somebody, and they're just in your presence, and you just feel like maybe they're just here to piss me off or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I know Katie didn't like her, and I know Katie told her parents all kinds of stories about me. So who knows what she said about her? So I was like, let's avoid the whole fucking thing. You can come with me on Sunday. Okay. I know Crystal went on Saturday. So there's a lot of people when I drove by.
Do you have Moorcraft? Did you make a copy for the one for his cell phone?
No, I don't believe so.
Sure.
I got everything else. Just want to just give the time and cut the recorder off. Is there anything else you want to say before we finish up the interview?
Me?
Yeah.
The time is now 4:59 p.m.
John never broke. He answered every question, explained away every piece of evidence, and when they pushed too hard, he asked for a lawyer. They didn't have enough to hold him, so he walked out and went home to the one person who could put him at that house. Her name was Hannah Thompson. She was 17 years old. Hannah had been with John the day Cati disappeared. She was the alibi, the one who said they went to Zaxby's, came home, that nothing happened. As long as her story held, John was untouchable. But Hannah wasn't a 30-year-old Army recruiter who'd spent a decade learning how to stay calm under pressure. She was a teenager, and on December 20th, detectives brought her into a room of her own. Watch how fast it falls apart.
Yeah, let me just, this is Cheryl Manley. She's one of the investigators here.
Okay.
She's been working on this case as well. Just so you know, we audio and video record everything. That's because people like me who are old can't remember stuff. So when I come to type my report, I'm not going to remember everything you said. So it's something I used to go back and refresh myself. All right, Mr. Hawkins, go ahead.
So yeah, we've talked about her name, her address. She works at JCPenney's in the Haywood Mall. She worked there for approximately 2 weeks. She quite likes it. She's friends with John. She doesn't have a boyfriend. She lives with John but doesn't pay rent. So we got into last Monday. She's explained to me that she woke up at approximately 8:30 a.m. Excuse me, went to work with John. Got there approximately 9 and left between 2 and 2:30. And he works at an Army office in downtown Greenville. Is that right?
Yeah.
She told me they went straight home. They were in John's car. They got home between 3:30 and 4. The roommates were home, Crystal and Brandon. She went inside, took a shower, put on pajamas, talked to Crystal and Brandon. John came in about 4:35 from out back. And they went to Zaxby's in Simpsonville around 7 or 8 and met Mr. Phil Scott. He is from Baltimore. Have I left anything out? I don't think I have. So you guys eat at Zaxby's. What do you do then?
After we ate, We went home.
Okay.
We just watched TV.
You remember what time you went home?
Probably around 9.
Who all went to your house with you?
It was just me and John.
Okay.
This Scott fellow, what were you meeting him for?
I don't know. He said he had to talk to John about something, and then they met up. I was in the car, yeah.
Oh, you never went inside?
Well, no. After we went inside, he met us out in the parking lot, and I just was in the car, and John went over to his car and talked to him for a minute.
Did he come in and eat with you though?
No, he didn't.
Okay. What kind of car was he in?
I have no idea.
No clue at all?
Mm-mm. It was like, there was like 2 or 3 cars in between us, so I wasn't paying attention.
Do you know what color it was?
I think it was white. I don't know what kind of car it was though.
Big, small?
Small.
So it was like a sedan or a hatchback or?
Yeah, I think so.
John never told you what that conversation was about? You never asked? I mean, you never thought? Did you think it was weird? Or is that common?
No, I know he'd been calling him and was like wanting to talk to him and hang out or something.
He who?
Scott.
Had been calling John?
Yeah.
Scott, do you have a picture of him so we can confirm that we're talking about the same guy?
Who's that?
That's him.
Him.
Phil Scott.
So you guys get home. You said y'all watch TV?
Yeah.
Where were you at where you watch TV?
In the living room.
Do you have your own bedroom or do you and John share a bedroom?
I have my own bedroom.
Okay. You remember what time you went to bed that night?
I don't remember, but I can tell you I usually go to bed at like 10:30 or 11.
Okay.
I just don't, I don't pay attention to time like that.
I gotcha. What were you watching on TV? Do you remember?
We were watching Workaholics.
All right, so you guys go meet John Scott at roughly what time?
Like, we got to Zaxby's around like 7 or 8. I think it was closer to 8. And
Dark out or light out?
It was dark.
Okay.
And we ate, and after we ate, he got there, and I guess it was probably around 9 o'clock.
Okay, so prior to that, you've been at home with John and drove straight to Zaxby's?
Yes.
What route do y'all take?
We go down Main Street, past like in Fountain Inn where like Burger King and all that is, and Bilo, we go that way, and then we take a left, or like past QT and all that, and then we take a right where Spinks is, and go straight down that way.
You say you did go into the restaurant?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you'll be on the cameras in there, the video cameras. And John ate with you, John Scott?
John Blauvelt.
I mean, not Scott, yeah.
Yeah.
And then Scott did also?
Scott didn't eat.
Did he sit with you?
No.
So he never even came to the restaurant?
He did come in the restaurant. He got like a drink, but he didn't sit down because we were already done eating when he got there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. When was the last time you saw Katie?
I can't even remember. It's been a little bit.
A few days ago, a month ago?
Like a few months ago.
What was your feelings towards her?
I mean, I've always seen her as like a friend because like I lived with her for a little bit.
Right.
You know, she always told me that she was like here for me if I ever needed anything. When she went to the Carolina Center, I actually like convinced her to go get help with somebody because I've had like experience with that kind of stuff before, and I know she was in a really bad place within her mind. So I told her to call up there and see if they can help her and stuff like that. Like we had a good relationship. Like we were kind of close, but not like
We were only close because we lived with each other.
So is it fair to say you're on good terms with her when she was killed?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did you end up going to her visitation Saturday?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so you didn't get to say goodbye to her. I know John, I think, went there Sunday, right? He said he got to say goodbye to her Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You didn't get to go with him?
I went with him, yeah. I didn't go Saturday though because her family doesn't really like me because of her niece Cheyenne.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were like, kind of like off and on friends, and I think she might have said something about me that her family didn't really like me. So I didn't want to like ruin their day or anything, by showing up. I didn't.
Yeah, I
want
understand. That's respectful.
Yeah.
Did you go in the room and pay your respects, or how did that go?
It was hard. It was really hard. I kept thinking like being really close to her like that. I kept thinking she was just asleep, and like that she was gonna wake up. And it was just so sad to see somebody like really close to you like that. Cause like everybody I've ever had in my life that died, like they just died like from natural causes and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But,
It's a lot different when they're murdered.
Yeah.
How long did you stay in the room with her casket?
Like 10 to 15 minutes.
What did y'all talk about while you were in there?
We didn't talk at all.
Nothing?
We just each had our like moments, I guess.
John ever take his cell phone out and take a picture of her?
No, he didn't.
You sure? Or you can tell me. Some people do that.
Yeah, no, he never took a picture of her.
What did he say about her?
Hannah held the same story for 16 minutes. So the detectives stopped being gentle and showed her they'd been in the room at the funeral home the whole time.
You do not want to get wrapped up in catching a murder charge.
Right.
You're 17 years old. You got your entire life ahead of you.
Mm-hmm.
You may love John, and you may think you two are going to get married and walk down the yellow brick road. Okay? But no man and no woman is worth going to prison for.
Mm-hmm.
Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So who is it that you should be looking out for right now?
Myself.
Exactly. Okay? So let's stop lying to each other. Okay? I'm going to tell you a little something. At the funeral home, we were there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? There was a camera in the room. There was a recorder in the room. We heard everything you guys said. So do you want to go back and rehash that?
It was not easy to see her like that. It was really not easy. It was really hard for me.
Is that why there was some giggling and stuff?
There's not any giggling.
Hannah, listen, don't do this. I mean, what you're trying to do is make light of it. You don't understand that this room, we had video and we had audio set up so we could watch you guys. When you guys were there, he and I were there, as well as another investigator from Simpsonville Police Department were there. Mm-hmm. We were in that building. Mm-hmm. When y'all left, 10 minutes later, we left. Mm-hmm. So stop digging that hole. It's time for Hannah to look out for Hannah. Mm-hmm. Quit covering, quit BS.
Okay.
Listen, I'm telling you, I don't know about you, but I know Moorcraft and I, we've been doing this longer than you've been alive. Mm-hmm. You're not slicker than us. You're not going to outsmart us. We've talked to people. Mm-hmm. And I know Investigator Manley has too, although she doesn't have the years of experience that Keith and I do. But quit with the digging the hole. Don't do that. Okay. You understand this is a murder investigation.
Yes, sir.
This isn't a face slapping. This isn't a domestic violence. Mm-hmm. This isn't contributing to the delinquency of a minor. Mm-hmm. This is a murder. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
You sure you do?
Yes.
Let me just show you something, just so you do understand that we're not making this up. That's the casket. In a little bit, you guys will come in and you're standing there. John's standing there with what looks like his phone. Okay?
And then you can hear him. You can hear you tell him to stop taking pictures.
He didn't take any pictures, I swear.
Yes, he did. He's on video, Hannah.
But I swear he didn't take any pictures.
Did he hold his phone up?
I can't even remember.
We can. We were watching.
Okay.
Then you Hannah Thompson told him to stop. You told him to stop taking pictures. So obviously you were at least showing some respect for this dead lady.
Yeah, she was my friend.
Well,
And
you probably were friends at once,
Mhm.
at one time.
yeah.
And then at some point things went south, and I would venture to say you would agree with me, things went south when you and John got together.
Mhm.
Is that accurate?
Mhm.
Okay. So when you told me earlier that you and John aren't an item, that was a lie, right?
No, we're not really, like, there's not a label on it.
So who are you dating?
I'm not dating anybody.
But if you look at your Facebook status, you just posted on Sunday that you're currently in the most amazing relationship ever or something along those lines.
Mhm.
So who was that relationship with on Sunday?
It was with John, but we're not, like, in a relationship. Like, we're not dating. I just have a good relationship with him.
Let me ask you this: if you want to keep going down the road a line, who's that?
That's Kate.
Do you want me to keep scrolling through the hundreds of pictures we have? What do you think about somebody that would stab a girl in the neck to the point where the knife went all the way through to the other side, and then stick her body like a piece of trash in the basement of an abandoned house to sit there for a day and a half before somebody finds her?
Look at her, man. She's right
I
here.
don't want to look at her.
That's your friend.
I don't want to do this anymore.
Don't want to do what? Don't want to help us find out who killed her?
All you gotta do is tell the truth. It would be so easy.
I can't look at her.
Can
I can't look at her.
Can I tell you something? To tell the truth, you don't have to try. It just flows. It just comes out. You know what I mean?
I don't want to look at her.
Okay, she's gone.
Can I please leave? Can I please leave?
Hannah, this is a friend of yours that
I
we're trying
know,
to do.
and I want to help, but I
Well,
can't.
listen to me.
Feel
Listen to me for just a second. She used to be your friend, regardless of how you felt the day before she went missing. Okay, regardless of how you feel for John, and if you were, jealous of them because they have a connection, because they're still married, whatever. This is a friend of yours, or was a friend of yours, and somebody brutally murdered her.
I know.
Okay. Like Investigator Moorcraft said, this isn't just some slap in the face or a domestic violence situation. Okay. And I can sit here and I can tell you that just based on the fact that you can't even look at her, and I get it, it's a pretty gruesome photo, that you have some sort of emotion towards her, some sort of not necessarily love towards her, but because
I really care about her.
Exactly, Hannah.
I tried to save her life.
And you tried to get her help in the past. And unfortunately, nobody was there to help her in this circumstance. But the person who you can help right now is yourself. Okay? Unfortunately, you're right in the middle of all of this. And to sit here and lie to us to begin with is not helping you at all. So let's erase everything that you told Investigator Hawkins, everything you told Investigator Moorcraft, and let's start with a clean slate and tell us exactly what happened to Katie.
I really don't know. I know what everybody else knows. I really don't know anything else, and it's really hard for me to sit here and think about it.
Everybody else knows. What does that mean?
Like on the news and stuff. That's all I know. It's stuff that her family knows, like Cheyenne, and just stuff that I've heard on the news. Because all last week I just kept looking at the news to see.
Okay, Hannah. It's just me and you in the room right now. Okay.
It's just
hold on. I've sat here and I wasn't here when you talked to Investigator Hawkins. Okay. Investigator Moorcraft talked to you for a little bit, and I sat here and I watched you. Okay. I need your help. Woman to woman, if that were one of my friends or somebody that I was friends with in the past, I don't care what I felt like with her prior to her going missing, I would do everything that I could to try and help her. But you are dating, whatever label you want to put on it or don't want to put on it. Whether you're having sex with John or you're not having sex with John. You're in some sort of relationship with John. The one man that Katie was married to. Okay? And we're aware of the issues between John and Katie in the past. We're also aware of what people have told us about you and Katie. And it's not just one person. It's not just Katie's family. It's not just people that just hate you or hate John. These are many different people that I've interviewed, he's interviewed, Investigator Moorcraft has interviewed, and all of their stories line up. And they're telling us that you didn't like her one bit.
Well, after me and John started getting together, Katie started not liking me. And I'm gonna say it right now that she was not nice sometimes, but she did not deserve that.
What she deserves right now is for us to figure out who did this to her.
I know.
And at this point, nobody needs to cover for anybody. And if you know something and you're trying to cover up for it, you're going to go down with the rest of them. You're going to go down with the person who did this to her. For knowing anything, whether it was beforehand or after the fact. If you know anything about this murder of Katie, or during, if you know anything about this murder of Katie, and we're giving you an opportunity today to tell us, and you're choosing not to, and we find out 20 minutes from now, or an hour from now, or 10 days from now, you're going to go down with them. And I don't want that for you, and I'm sure you don't want that for you.
You have an opportunity right now to help yourself out.
I really don't.
What are you going to do with it?
I really don't know.
Are you going to flush it down the toilet? Don't do that. Remember back in the times when you were Katie friends. She didn't deserve that. Do you have any sisters? Would you want that to happen to them? And would you want us to be sitting here talking to somebody who knows something about your sister's murder and be lying to us like you are? You wouldn't want that.
I don't know anything about her murder.
You do.
I don't.
You do.
I really don't.
We really do. You do. We know more than you think we do. I think, which is evident.
I don't want to talk anymore right now.
Okay. Because
You know who else can't talk right now is Katie.
yeah, she's not able to ever talk again. So we have to talk for her.
And you being a former friend of hers can talk for her sake too. Because there's been several days since you guys found out that she had been murdered.
Mm-hmm.
Several days since you guys have found out she was missing. And no matter what kind of human being would brutally murder another person, they're going to end up talking. They're going to end up saying something, Hannah. And again, whether somebody slipped up and said something to you before, during, or after the fact, and you're keeping it to yourself, you are just as guilty as the person who put that knife through her body. And to throw her away like a piece of trash, I mean...
Hannah, I realize you don't want to talk anymore. I apologize for interrupting you. But I'm going to leave you with one thing only. I've worked a few murders in my day. I've worked one or two, actually more than that. I can tell you with 100% certainty, and Investigator Manley may or may not be able to confirm this, but I can tell you with 1,000,000% certainty that when you have something of this magnitude and with this many people involved and or have knowledge, they talk. Eventually, they talk. Somebody will talk. Somebody will be sitting in that chair right there because they're going to want to save their tail. You may not want to today. You may not want to. Because apparently it hadn't hit you. It hadn't hit you yet that you have the knowledge that you need to tell us. But it will. I promise you. And I can go ahead and tell you this. I can tell by your demeanor, you will be seeing us again. And it'll be different circumstances. You understand what that means? Good luck to you.
Can I leave?
Do you know the password for John's phone? What's his password?
I have no idea.
What's his password? I know you know what it is. It's his password for everything.
I don't know his password.
Yes, you do. He said you did.
I don't know his phone password.
Why would he tell us that you have it?
I don't have his phone password.
It's his password for everything. What is it?
He doesn't have a phone password.
How can you? He just told me.
I don't want to talk anymore. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I can't talk.
I understand. I don't want to keep lying either. You go this way.
After 2 interrogations, the police still didn't have enough to arrest him. So John ran. He took off with Hannah, the 17-year-old, and disappeared. He deserted the army, lived under a fake name, and stayed gone for 6 years. Eventually, he abandoned Hannah in Oregon. That's where UDOT marshals finally caught up with him in 2022. By then, they had it all. A journal with the words, "I did it," and a list in his own handwriting that said, "Get rid of Cati." In 2024, John Blauvelt was found guilty of murder. He was sentenced to life without parole.